I've been standing in front of this camera in this pose for 5 minutes now, and I haven't been able to sleep for like the last week. And we need to talk. I'm seeing funnel hackers, funnel builders, entrepreneurs, just entrepreneurs who are lost and are broke. And it's bothering me. Entrepreneurship should not be the place where you are broke. That's not why we joined in the first place. That's not why we're here. And some of us have been playing in this game for far too long to still be broke. So we need to have an honest discussion, guys. I love you, but we need to have an honest discussion, and I need to call you up. I don't know how this video is going to go. I just need to get some things off my chest and to be absolutely honest with you guys. So if you guys like this and you get any value out of it, or you feel any emotion off this, please react and let me know in the comments, like, if there is anything that resonates with this, because, oh my gosh, I can't sleep. When you got started in this path of entrepreneurship, the one thing that you knew is that you didn't know what you needed to do. Like, it was just a loss. Like, okay, I want to do this. Now what? I get it. I was the exact same way. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know where I was supposed to go. I didn't know if I really wanted to be an entrepreneur. I didn't like the name. I didn't like the lack of a foundation, of a plan. Like, it bothered the ever-living crap out of me. But I'm like, you know what? If there's a time to fail, it's right now in my early 20s, so let's just give it a shot. So it did. And it's led to a wonderful path, and it's going to continue to lead to an even better path as I believe in myself more. So many stories just around that idea. But literally, let's talk about this, because you get started on this path, you don't know what you don't know, so you're just looking for every single piece of support and help as you get started. In the world that we're living in today, I'm going to be honest, like, with universal basic income probably around the corner, with people losing their jobs, with the way the economy is, whether it's going up or down, the only ability that you're going to have for stability is your ability to provide value. That's why I became an entrepreneur in the first place. I was driving to work, place where I never talked to any customers, and it kind of bothered the ever-living crap out of me. I drove and I tried to do analysis on what was working, and I would spend hours late, and then I would drive back and I'd listen to the radio, and it was all about how the economy was doing and whether or not it was going to work. And my boss was just like, don't worry, we'll take care of you. Meanwhile, people are getting laid off and people are getting fired. And I'm just like, I can't do it. It's nothing against the company I was with, nothing against the companies I've been with. I felt like I was in a world without control. And if you want to gain control, you also have to gain responsibility. And that responsibility now is bigger than you think. There's a lot of responsibility here, and that's fine. But this responsibility comes with a call to serve first. And you have to understand who you are going to serve and what they need. And that's all you need. That's all you need. If you know who and what, you just need to know how to sell. Who, what, be able to sell. Those are the 3 skills that you guys need as an entrepreneur. And I'm going to be really frank. A lot of us don't want to sell. We never were taught that we were supposed to sell. Like, if you guys are like me, you're analytical. Your selling is not your strong point. Like, your strong point is, I'm going to go and break all this down. I'm going to create a flow chart. I'm going to fall in love with a strategy. I'm going to blah. It's not to sit down and sell. Okay? Selling is difficult. And it took me a long time to learn how to sell, plus who I was going to sell and what I could sell that was of any value to anybody. So here's the deal. I failed hard out of entrepreneurship right out the door. Like, I jumped out without a parachute, and I'm like, you build the parachute as you jump. And I jumped. And guess what? No parachute ever popped out. Like, I literally went splat on the ground. It was painful. It was, oh, I don't want to relive that. Okay? And then I had a friend who needed help, so I helped his business. And guess what? Splat. Just, oh, I can't do this again. So we move across the country, right? And I'm like, what am I going to do with my life? Well, I'll get a job. And I start applying and applying and applying and realizing that I didn't take the professional path I should have, so I'm not a good applicant for people unless I go back and get my MBA or certification in Green Belt, in Six Sigma, and something like that. I'm like, oh gosh. Here we go, back to the world where I'm stuck. And I get this email. Not my first email and not my first applicant, not time applying. I got an email to work for ClickFunnels. I had applied, wasn't the first time applying, and I got the job. And I started in January. So I was super excited. Like, it had been 3 years since I had started my business, and it totally crapped out, failed. And I still had these dreams and these ideas, and I love strategizing, but I couldn't help anybody. Like, I didn't know how to do it, what to do. And so I went to work for ClickFunnels literally 3 years after quitting my job as an employee right after college. And I got there, and there are 3 things that I learned. Okay. Number 1, I can sell. Selling is nothing more than understanding the customer. ClickFunnels and all these people that are around you, you look at the people around you, the people who are actually building out a business, their entire job is to gather groups of like-minded people, people who are similar. And when they gather those people who are similar, they provide them an offer. They provide them an offer that helps all those people who are similar in that pain point. So literally, when I got into ClickFunnels, the first thing I realized is, holy cow, all of these people are in pain. And I've been studying this for the last 3 years. I could definitely help. I can actually help somebody. I just didn't know who I was supposed to stand in front of. So I just started throwing out all of the strategies and all the different things in order to sell people. And it worked well. And I didn't know exactly what to sell. I had a very hard time on the what. The initial product that they gave me, I was working on with another guy. I love you, by the way, if you're watching this. We did that, and the way the product was set up at the time, I was like, can't help but it doesn't help but I feel like it's just a way for us to make money. It's not going to help people at the end of the day. And so I was having a hard time. It was the first time I ever felt that way about a ClickFunnels product. I was like, shoot, well, is there another product I could get behind? Yeah, I could become a coach for the agency side. I could help people become certified in ClickFunnels. Program that they now have gone away with. And one of the reasons I only lasted there for 4 months. 4 months. And then I was let go. Because I really don't know to this day. But honestly, I was let go. It was extremely cordial. And it was just like, look, we just don't have a space for you anymore. We just don't know where you fit in these cogs anymore. And I left going, if I can fail at this business that has already figured out all the things that I've been trying to, if I failed there, where do I really belong? And I had this really big question. I didn't know. And a friend reached out and just said, Ben, you understand this. And people like me need this. And I have paid $25,000 to be in Russell's inner circle to know I need this. So people need this. Please go offer this as a service. I didn't know what I was doing. So I went on Upwork. I offered my services. And guess what? There's a giant who that have a giant pain. There's a big group of people. They all have a pain. My job was literally to shut up and listen to them and just hear the pain over and over and over. And as I did that, I could be like, all right, I can't promise results. That's funnels are that way. I can't promise results. But what I can do is I can promise I can give my best. I love your dream. And I'd fall in love with their dream. I'd fall in love with their idea. And I'm like, my gosh, this would be beautiful. This would be awesome. If we could make that work, this would be great. This is the strategy that I know. And I'm going to be honest, I'm not an expert, but I've been doing this for the last 4 years. And I worked at ClickFunnels for a small stint. So I kind of have an idea. And they're like, this is awesome. Great. Please tell me. Because guess what? We're all lost. Okay? And I provided the value. I just provided value first. I did not sell them. I said, this is what I would do. And I would, and I would do that. And they'd be like, that's amazing, Ben. How do we get started? And without knowing it, I sold. Because I found who, I listened to them, They told me what their pain was, but I gave them the actual answer of what they needed in a path that works, and it suddenly all clicked. Your job as an entrepreneur is not to create the new iPhone. It's not to create the new thing. If you guys are just getting started, please don't do that. Your job, if you are called to do that, that's fine, but you are like unique, okay? You are not the general populace. Dear general populace, don't do that. First thing you have to do, first thing, find somebody who has collected the who you want to serve. No one teaches this, and it really bothers the ever-living crap out of me. Like, go choose a niche and then find a product that they need. No. Go find the niche. Go find that niche. If it's make money online, if it is fitness, if it is whatever, you go into those communities on Facebook, in forums, on that audio listening thing. What is that called? You know what? I'm just going to look. Clubhouse. Go on Clubhouse, okay? Go and listen to these people who are lost, who are just confused, and listen. You have no other job other than to listen and say, how could I actually help this person? And feel for that person, empathize with that person. How could I help this person? Suddenly, the sales pitch is very easy. You just need this, and this is how it would work, and it would be awesome. Please take it. And whether or not they take it from you or whether or not they just take it, it's whatever, it doesn't really matter. Give them and offer them that value when appropriate. Okay, you're not going to be able to do that in some Facebook groups and some of the Clubhouse places, on some forums. You're not going to be able to do that. But first, listen. You listen to that who. They will tell you the what. And then as you begin to understand the who and the what, being able to then step forward and say, I can provide value, it's going to be a lot easier. A lot of you are stuck around learning how to funnel hack, how to design hack, how to offer hack, how to launch hack, how to funnel hack, I said that already, how to prospect, how to do all these different things. You just need to know two things. Who is lost? Who is confused? What is that massive pain point that unites them? And then step in and provide that value in your unique way. You can be an agency, you can be whatever. It's really easy to get stuck up here. If you are anything like me, it's really easy to get stuck between the ears. It's not your job to create the perfect path. It's your job to walk the path, and you figure it out as you walk. You will be given and blessed with literally what you need as you walk. It is the weirdest thing on planet Earth, but it works. Your job is to walk and try to help people as you go, and things will fall into place and it will work. And suddenly you're like, oh my gosh, there's momentum and there are people and I'm helping them and it's working and I can sell. Wow! What kind of product should I make? What if I just helped everybody do that in a course? Okay. Literally, it comes together naturally, but you have to discover your niche. You have to find those people who are gathering that who, join that community, and listen. Give value, care for them, serve for free, so you can understand what that uniting pain point is. A lot of us get stuck in, I just don't understand and I just need to learn this one thing. You do not. You just need to go to somebody who has a pain point. Understand their pain points. Empathize with them as a human being for just a moment. Okay, instead of trying to sell them. What am I going to sell them next? Okay, one of the best lessons I ever learned in teaching, if I'm thinking about what I'm going to say after the person is talking, I am not teaching, I am lecturing. If I'm to teach, I'm listening to that student directly. So when they say something, I can help. So, your job as an entrepreneur is to help others. It's to provide more value. It's to bless, to care for, to take on the problems that nobody asked you to, but you are uniquely capable of doing because you help people. If you have an inkling of an who and an inkling of what their what is, get in front of them, tell them what you do, ask where they're stuck, and step up. I know this was a rant. I know it was kind of crazy. I hope it made some sense. If it made any sense to you at all, please like. If it didn't, feel free to dislike. That's fine. I'll take it. Comment down below. Let me know what questions you guys have. Stop buying everyone's crap. Go live in the market that you need to support and listen to the people and give. Okay? Give, 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 give. Be an entrepreneur. Let's make the world a better place by listening first.